Portugal, journey to the edge of Europe. Portugal is a land where history meets the Atlantic, where mountains rise sharply from rolling plains, and where medieval villages perch like sentinels over sun-drenched valleys. From the rugged cliffs of the Algarve to the volcanic peaks of Madeira, from quiet forests and terraced vineyards to bustling coastal cities alive with fado and market smells, the country is a mosaic of contrasts. Every step reveals layers of time: Romans, Moors, explorers, and modern innovators, and a culture shaped by ocean winds, sunlight, and enduring human creativity. Portugal invites travelers to explore extremes, beauty, and history. But before starting the video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Óbidos, a medieval time capsule. Our journey begins in Óbidos, a walled town seemingly frozen in time. Cobblestone streets wind past whitewashed houses, each adorned with bursts of pink and purple bougainvillea. The castle rises above the town like a vigilant sentinel, its towers and battlements whispering centuries of history. Walking along the walls, you can imagine medieval sentries keeping watch, while below, narrow alleys reveal artisan shops selling ceramics, lace, and traditional gin bottles called guinjinha. The aroma of freshly baked pastries, sweet raviceiros, and almond tarts drifts from local cafes, mingling with the scent of stone and sea air carried inland. Óbidos is not only picturesque, it is layered with history. Tiny chapels tucked into corners, remnants of Moorish architecture, and faded frescoes hint at centuries of conquest, reconquest, and cultural blending that shaped both its streets and spirit. Monsaraz, hilltop serenity. Next, we ascend to Monsaraz, a village perched atop the rolling Alentejo plains. From the castle at its summit, the land stretches endlessly toward the horizon, dotted with olive groves, cork oak forests, and sun-drenched vineyards. Narrow streets twist past whitewashed homes, their terracotta roofs glowing golden in the late afternoon sun. Monsaraz exudes a slower pace of life, where every stone and doorway tells a story of defense and survival, in a time when hilltop fortifications were essential. Sunsets here are transformative. The sky bleeds pink and orange over the plains, casting long shadows and illuminating the town's medieval walls. The air is fragrant with wild thyme and rosemary, and visitors feel a rare sense of connection to the rhythm of centuries past. Guimarães, the birthplace of Portugal. Heading north, Guimarães tells the story of Portugal itself. Known as the birthplace of the nation, it is where Afonso Henriques was crowned the first king in the 12th century. Its castle, with thick stone walls and crenellated towers, stands alongside the palace of the Dukes of Braganza, both preserving the medieval heartbeat of the city. Today, its plazas are alive with cafes, musicians, and markets. Historic fades with carved stone details contrast with modern vibrancy as students, tourists, and locals mingle. Walking through its streets, one senses the fusion of Portugal's deep historical roots with the energy of contemporary life, where every corner balances memory, pride, and daily rhythm. Alcobaça Monastery, Gothic grandeur. The Alcobaça Monastery rises with solemn majesty in the heart of central Portugal. Founded in the 12th century by King Afonso Henriques, it stands as one of Europe's most striking examples of early Gothic architecture. Its soaring arches, ribbed vaults, and delicate tracery convey both spiritual devotion and architectural ambition. Within the monastery, tombs tell stories of love, ambition, and tragedy. Alcobaça is more than stone and mortar. It is a living narrative of Portugal's religious and cultural heritage. Monsanto, Portugal's most Portuguese village. Perched precariously on a granite hilltop, Monsanto is a village that seems sculpted from the rock itself. Narrow lanes wind between homes built against massive boulders, their terracotta roofs blending seamlessly with the rugged landscape. Often called Portugal's most Portuguese village, Monsanto preserves traditions, festivals, and crafts that have endured for centuries. From its summit, views stretch across undulating hills, olive groves, and cork forests, offering a panorama of Portugal's pastoral heart. Walking through its streets, one can imagine medieval villagers balancing survival and community life, their stone homes a testament to harmony with nature and enduring resilience. Cape St. Vincent, where the land ends. At Europe's southwestern edge, Cape St. Vincent confronts the Atlantic with dramatic cliffs that plunge into foaming waves. Sailors once believed these cliffs marked the world's end. The lighthouse, a steadfast sentinel since the 16th century, continues to guide ships across treacherous waters. Here, the wind and surf command respect, and the horizon seems infinite. Birdsong and the cry of seabirds punctuate the roar of the ocean, while the sun paints the cliffs gold at sunset. Standing at Cape St. Vincent, one feels both the raw power of nature and the audacity of Portugal's seafaring heritage. Lagos, sun, sea, and history. Lagos is a vibrant coastal town where golden beaches meet centuries of maritime history. Cobblestone streets wind through whitewashed houses adorned with colorful tiles, opening onto bustling plazas filled with cafes, artisan shops, and lively markets. The marina is a focal point, where fishing boats, yachts, and traditional caravels bob gently in turquoise waters. At Ponta da Piedade, cliffs rise dramatically from the ocean, forming natural cathedrals of jagged rock. Hidden grottos and arches, sculpted by millennia of wind and waves, invite kayakers and boaters to explore crystal-clear waters. Sunset transforms the cliffs into glowing orange and pink sculptures, while seabirds wheel overhead, completing the sense of harmony between land, sea, and history. Lagos is a place where leisure, adventure, and centuries of exploration coexist. Madeira, the island of eternal spring. Far off the Portuguese mainland, Madeira rises from the Atlantic like a green jewel. Its volcanic peaks and rugged cliffs are draped with terraced vineyards, subtropical forests, and colorful gardens that bloom year-round. Levada walks, man-made irrigation channels threading through mountains, offer both a practical and scenic journey, connecting villages and revealing waterfalls, hidden valleys, and breathtaking vistas. The island's warm, stable climate supports exotic flowers, fruits, and the famed Madeira wine. Fishermen cast nets into the deep blue waters, while dolphins and whales sometimes glide past. Madeira is a place where adventure and serenity intertwine. Surfers ride Atlantic swells, hikers traverse volcanic ridges, and travelers pause to breathe in views that seem suspended between earth and sky. Batala Monastery, masterpiece of Gothic architecture. Batala Monastery is a triumph of artistic devotion and historical significance. Built in the 14th century to commemorate Portugal's victory at the Battle of Aljubarrota, its intricate stone tracery, flying buttresses, and soaring vaults exemplify the height of Gothic craftsmanship. Royal tombs and chapels honor monarchs and saints, while sunlight filtering through stained glass illuminates delicate carvings of saints, angels, and mythical creatures. Walking through its cloisters, the interplay of shadow and light evokes both contemplation and awe. More than a building, Batalha Monastery is a narrative in stone, telling Portugal's story of faith, ambition, and national identity. A place where art, history, and spirituality converge. Cascais and Setbal, coastal charm. Cascais, once a fishing village and later a royal retreat, now charms visitors with its golden beaches, elegant seaside promenades, and sun-drenched plazas. Cafes spill onto cobblestones, serving fresh pastries and espresso as waves lap the shore. Fortresses like the Boca do Inferno guard the dramatic cliffs, adding a touch of history to the coastline's natural beauty. Setbal, in contrast, is alive with the rhythm of work and commerce. Its bustling harbor hosts fishing boats returning with the day's catch. Together, Cascais and Setbal reveal Portugal's enduring intimacy with the sea, a blend of leisure, labor, and culture woven into every wave and street. Lisbon, the heart of Portugal. Lisbon is a city of contrasts, where the past meets the present at every turn. Alfama's narrow streets twist up hills lined with terraced houses, their tiles gleaming in the sunlight. Trams rattle past. Fado music drifts from hidden taverns, and the scent of baked codfish fills the air. Belm Tower rises from the Tagus River as a silent guardian of Portugal's maritime heritage. Nearby, the Jerónimos Monastery and the Monument to the Discoveries celebrate explorers whose courage reshaped the world. Lisbon is not just a city, it is a living chronicle of voyages, conquests, and enduring culture, its hills and rivers echoing centuries of history. Sintra and Quinta da Regalera, a fairy tale realm. Nestled amid misty hills, Sintra is a dreamlike escape where palaces, castles, and gardens appear almost suspended in time. The Peña Palace crowns the skyline with its vibrant colors and eclectic architecture. Quinta da Regalera, with its initiation well, hidden tunnels, and ornamental towers, feels like stepping into a labyrinth of symbolism and imagination. Every spiral staircase, hidden grotto, and fountain tells a story of mysticism, secrecy, and art. Mist drifts across lush gardens, amplifying the sense that Sintra exists slightly outside the ordinary world, a place where history, fantasy, and nature entwine. Busaco Forest, ancient wilderness. Busaco Forest is a living relic of Portugal's past, a dense, almost primeval woodland where time seems to slow. Towering cypress, chestnut, and oak trees stretch toward the sky, their branches forming a cathedral of green. Moss carpets the ground, while ferns unfurl like delicate green spirals, and small streams gurgle quietly through the undergrowth. The air is rich, with the scent of damp earth, pine, and decaying leaves. A perfume crafted over centuries. Hidden chapels, baroque fountains, and ornate kiosks appear unexpectedly along winding trails, reminders of human reverence for this sacred wilderness. Walking here is a meditation. Each step resonates with the weight of history and the quiet grandeur of nature, a sanctuary where one can feel the pulse of the planet itself. Porto, wine and history. Perched on the steep banks of the Douro River, Porto is a city of contrasts. Narrow cobbled streets climb past brightly painted houses, iron balconies heavy with flower pots, while sweeping bridges connect the old city to Vila Nova de Gaia across the river. Ribeira, the historic waterfront, hums with life. Cafes serve grilled sardines and francesinha. Laughter mingles with the clinking of glasses, and riverboats glide beneath the arches of the Dom Lusai Bridge. Just across the river, centuries-old port wine cellars guard barrels of liquid history. Gothic churches, neoclassical squares, and tiled fades whisper stories of resilience, culture, and artistry, while the salty Douro breeze carries the pulse of a city that has always looked outward, toward trade, adventure, and the world beyond. Peniche Fortress and fascism. Rising from the Atlantic coast, Peniche Fortress is a somber monument to Portugal's turbulent 20th century. Once a political prison under the Estado Novo regime, its thick stone walls confine dissidents, revolutionaries, and intellectuals. Exhibits tell the story of bravery, sacrifice, and the relentless struggle for freedom. Beyond its grim history, the fortress overlooks the crashing Atlantic waves, a reminder that even in oppression, the human spirit can remain unbroken. Revolution, bridges, and coastlines. Lisbon's 25 de Abril Bridge stretches dramatically across the Tagus River, a rust-colored suspension marvel often compared to San Francisco's Golden Gate. From its heights, the city's historic quarters unfurl to the north, while the river reflects sunlight like molten silver. The bridge symbolizes Lisbon's evolution, linking centuries of maritime trade, political upheaval, and modern innovation. Beyond the capital, Portugal's landscapes shift dramatically. Arifana's cliffs rise from roaring Atlantic waves, perfect for surfers and explorers, while Pena da Gers National Park offers rugged trails, glacial valleys, and hidden waterfalls where wild horses roam freely. Serra da Estrela, home to the country's highest peaks, rewards hikers with sweeping panoramas and glacial lakes that mirror the sky. Portugal's infrastructure, from the Vasco da Gama Bridge stretching nearly 17 kilometers to the Águas Livres aqueduct arching across Lisbon, demonstrates a seamless balance between technical achievement and respect for heritage. Forte de Gra in Elvas, a commanding star-shaped fortress, reminds visitors of centuries of military strategy and human ingenuity against the challenges of landscape and conflict. Almeida and Casa do Penedo, quirks and heritage. Almeida, a fortified town near the Spanish border, is famed for its perfectly preserved star-shaped layout, designed to resist artillery advances. Walking its cobbled streets feels like stepping into a living blueprint of military history. In contrast, Casa do Penedo, a house perched between giant boulders in northern Portugal, blends seamlessly with the rocky terrain. Its quirky, almost fantastical architecture, stone walls, wooden interiors, and natural shelters celebrates human creativity in harmony with nature, a playful yet poignant symbol of Portugal's adaptability and imagination. Paiva walkways and schist villages. The Paiva walkways in Arouca wind above the turquoise waters of the Arouca River, suspended on metal beams that hug cliffs and rapids. Every step offers a sensory feast. The roar of rapids, the scent of wet forest, and glimpses of otters or birds diving through the canyon. Nearby, the schist villages, built from slate and stone into rolling hillsides, reveal a centuries-old architecture shaped by necessity, climate, and geology. Narrow lanes, stone bridges, and slate-roofed houses evoke intimate, human-scale landscapes, where culture and nature converge. These villages and trails exemplify Portugal's enduring ability to integrate human life with natural forces, crafting beauty that is practical, resilient, and profoundly harmonious. Aveiro, Costa Nova, and Azenas do Mar. Aveiro, often called the Venice of Portugal, charms visitors with its canals, pastel-colored molicero boats, and you'll see a city shaped by centuries of salt production, trade, and maritime life. Nearby Costa Nova captivates with its iconic striped houses, their vibrant hues reflecting in the calm waters and evoking a seaside postcard at every turn. Fishermen still haul in the day's catch, maintaining a living connection to centuries-old coastal traditions. Perched above sheer cliffs, Azenas do Mar is a dramatic contrast. Cascading whitewashed houses tumble toward the Atlantic, while waves crash against natural pools below. Wandering its narrow streets, visitors feel both the serenity and the raw power of the ocean. Ferragudo, Vora, and Cristo Rei. Ferragudo keeps the charm of a traditional fishing village, with tiny harbors, cobbled streets, and seafood restaurants serving the day's fresh catch. Brightly painted boats sway gently in the tide, and the rhythm of life remains tied to the sea, reflecting Portugal's maritime heritage. Inland, Vora tells a different story. Roman temples, Gothic cathedrals, and whitewashed houses fill sunlit squares, each stone echoing centuries of history, faith, and culture. Across the Tagus River, Lisbon's Cristo Rei monument gazes serenely toward the city. Beyond a religious symbol, it offers perspective, linking the capital's modern life with Portugal's spiritual and historical roots. These sites together showcase the nation's balance between coastal tradition, inland history, and enduring faith. Nazar and Benagil Cave. Nazar draws thrill-seekers from around the globe to witness and ride its colossal waves, some towering over 30 meters, shaped by an underwater canyon that amplifies the Atlantic's force. Surfers navigate these monstrous walls of water with breathtaking skill, while spectators watch from cliffs, feeling the ocean's raw power. Just a short distance along the coast, Benagil Cave offers a quieter, mystical spectacle. Carved over millennia by relentless waves and wind, the grotto glows golden through a natural skylight, its sandy floor and sculpted walls reflecting the interplay of light and water. Together, Nazar and Benagil reveal Portugal's dual maritime character: dangerous, dramatic, and awe-inspiring, yet capable of sublime beauty. As our journey through Portugal comes to an end, one thing becomes clear: this country is more than scenic landscapes or historical landmarks. It's a place where ocean meets mountain, tradition meets modernity, and every corner tells a story of resilience, ingenuity, and beauty. From medieval castles to volcanic islands, Portugal invites us to explore, reflect, and be inspired. If you enjoyed exploring Portugal with us, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. for more journeys into hidden cultures, remote landscapes, and untold stories from around the world. Share this video with someone who loves travel, history, or discovering places beyond the tourist trail. Let us know in the comments which destination inspired you most, or which hidden corner of the world you would love to see next. Until our next journey, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep searching for the beauty that lives off the beaten path.